Ever dreamed of capturing breathtaking astrophotography? You need a lens that lets light in fast. In this video, we're diving deep into the best ultra-wide lenses for capturing the night sky in 2024. We'll compare speed, sharpness, and budget to find the perfect match for your astrophoto adventures. Hit the subscribe button, give a thumbs up or down, and comment about which one is best for you. Okay, let's get started. Number 1. Samyang XP 14mm f2.4. From Korean manufacturer Samyang's XP series of premium manual focus prime lenses for Canon and Nikon full-frame cameras, the 14mm f2.4 is ideal for astrophotography. Sold as the Rokinon SP 14mm f2.4 in North America, this lens features high-quality glass in a solid casing. The rubberized manual focus ring provides a secure grip and smooth rotation. It lacks a weather seal ring on the mounting plate, but clear, dry conditions are typically needed for astrophotography. In our review, the lens maintained excellent image quality when wide open, crucial for astrophotography. It outperforms the IRIX 15mm f2.4 Blackstone and the Sigma 14mm f1.8 DG HSM art. The lens offers very good sharpness across the frame, negligible chromatic aberrations, minimal coma, and astigmatism. While barrel distortion can appear at close focus distances, it's not an issue for astrophotography. Maintaining image quality at a wide aperture is challenging for ultra-wide-angle lenses, but the Samyang 14mm f2.4 excels. Number 2. Sigma 14 to 24mm f2.8 DG HSM vertical bar A. Available in Canon EF and Nikon F mounts, this Sigma lens competes with the Canon EF 16 to 35mm f2. 8L USM III and the Nikkor AFS 1424mm f2 8GED. It surpasses both in image quality and price. The build quality and handling are excellent, featuring weather seals and a fluorine coating on the front element. The lens is compatible with Sigma's optional USB dock for customization and firmware updates. In our review, the lens produced outstanding images. Sharpness is excellent across the entire frame, even at the shortest focal length and widest aperture, with excellent corner sharpness at wide apertures. Vignetting is minimal, and while barrel distortion is prominent at close range, it's negligible for astrophotography. Lateral and spherical aberrations are well controlled. For full-frame Canon and Nikon DSLRs, this is the best ultra-wide fast-aperture zoom lens on the market, not just for astrophotography. Number 3. Sigma 14mm of 1.8 DG HSM vertical bar A. This full-frame prime lens is available for Canon and Nikon DSLRs and has been adapted for Sony E-mount and the L-mount alliance between Leica, Panasonic, and Sigma. It is a full f-stop faster than most other lenses on this list, featuring super-speedy ring-type ultrasonic autofocus. The wide aperture necessitates large diameter elements, making the lens comparatively big and heavy. Performance is where this lens excels. Our review found the image quality to be exceptional, with outstanding sharpness for such a fast aperture ultra-wide lens. Contrast, color rendition, and the absence of spherical and lateral chromatic aberrations are equally impressive. While noticeable coma and astigmatism appear towards the corners, stopping down one stop virtually eliminates these issues, resulting in excellent overall image quality for astrophotography. A newer, faster version, the Sigma 14mm f1. 4DG DN art is now available for Sony and L-mount full-frame mirrorless cameras. Number 4. Samyang 10mm f2.8 ED as NCS-CS. This manual focus Samyang lens has an effective focal length on crop sensor cameras, ranging from 15-16mm on APS-C bodies to 20mm on Micro Four Thirds. It's available in many mount options, with only the Nikon Fit having built-in electronics to enable aperture setting from the camera. This lens combines a wide viewing angle with a fairly fast f2.8 aperture, which is unusual for prime lenses for crop sensor cameras. Manual focusing is precise and assured, and the build quality feels solid, though there are no weather seals. Performance is good in terms of coma, spherical aberration, and vignetting, helping stars retain their natural shape across the image frame, even when shooting wide open at f2.8. Sharpness isn't fabulous, but doesn't drop off much towards the edges of the frame. Color fringing can be noticeable towards the image corners, and there's a typical amount of barrel distortion for this type of wide-angle prime. This lens works well for micro Four Thirds and APS-C format astrophotography, where the lack of autofocus isn't a drawback. It's great value for the price. Number 5. Canon f16 to 35mm f2 8L USM III. If you own a full-frame Canon DSLR, this is Canon's ideal zoom lens for astrophotography. It may not be as wide-angle as the EF11 to 24mm f4L USM, but it's an important f-stop faster. The maximum viewing angle is slightly less than the 14mm and 15mm full-frame lenses on this list, equating to 108 degrees compared with 114 or 110 degrees. This lens features a large and complex double-surface GMO, glass-molded aspherical element at the front, along with two UD ultra-low dispersion elements and a ground aspherical element at the rear. High-tech coatings include SWC, sub-wavelength coating, and ASC, air sphere coating, for greater resistance to ghosting and flare. Weather-resistant attributes include moisture and grease-repellent fluorine coatings on the front and rear elements. The lens is quite long at 128 mm, considering it doesn't have a built-in fixed hood. The separate bayonet fit hood enables the easy attachment of filters via an 82mm thread. Build quality is up to Canon's robust L-series standards. Need a recommendation? After comparing low-light performance, image quality, and value, the winner for Best Overall Astrophotography Lens in 2024 is the Sigma 14mm f1.8 DG HSM. But don't forget, the perfect lens depends on your needs. Stay tuned for future lens reviews.